Welcome to Integrating Yoga Therapeutics into Rehabilitation. I'm your host, Matt Taylor, and I'm joined by my colleague, Hannah Milson. We'd like to take a moment to give you some context for how this course came to be and how important we believe it will become. Hannah, why don't you start off by describing how this all started in your doctoral PT studies at the University of Montana?
Yeah, so I'm in my third year, just finishing up now, and luckily my advisor had met Matt many years ago, I think, maybe 10, and knew of Matt as, or Matt being the only one that he knew doing this kind of work. But luckily, Matt knew a lot more people and is really involved in the in this outreach here. So as part of my third year, I had quite a bit of flexibility with electives, and Matt had this idea to collaborate together to create this course. So I was receiving credit at my university and fulfilling requirements while creating this really cool program.
Yeah, and look what happened a year later, huh? I was just checking this morning, and here it's been a year since you emailed me, so this is really fun.
Yeah.
So what we hope to do is, we want to offer students a program of self-care as well as an embodied process of clinical mastery and a biopsychosocial spiritual model of rehab. We also want to give you and your faculty and clinical instructors the research evidence and basic science underlying this experiential process, as well as the how-to in any conventional rehab setting. And then lastly, we also hope you'll help us build and modify this program over time, giving us feedback, new resources, adopting the curriculum to fit your local needs. And how we're going to do this is, one, we're making this available free of charge for students and student study groups, and also the course instructors if they're interested in integrating this into the course instruction, because it's set up as a 15-week 3-hour course. The material has a Creative Commons license, so you users can easily adapt it to your needs and particular profession. So we'd hope to see it used across the ancillary health professions. And finally, the other how is that in the discussion sections and assessments, that'll give you an opportunity to suggest changes and improvements to us, which we'll monitor and will continue to enhance this program because of technology. It's very easy to do. So finally, what do we ask of you? Well, one, we'd love to have you spread the word to your colleagues and friends. Let's make this exciting biopsychosocial process viral in a good way. Get it to spread and get people equally excited. And two, could you give us that feedback I mentioned and help us build our content based on your experience, because this is just formed from our collective experience. And then finally, most of all, let's have fun. Because this course, if it isn't the most fascinating exploration of your and your patient's embodied experience, then just walk away. There's too much else to do. So let's make it fun. Life's too short not to have a really great time. And so with that, Hannah, do you have any last words you want to share with your peers?
A couple of things. First, I guess this just kind of how it came out of nowhere for us, with the elective potential that I had with my third year. Maybe that there's for sure there's this huge potential for everybody to incorporate their own experiences and creativity to continue to create stuff like this. But then post-graduation, I just think it's really exciting that we're coming into the profession when we are able to integrate some of the biopsychosocial spiritual practices into what we do. So
absolutely. Well, thank you, Hannah, and thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.